For the first half of this video, I'm going to be pretty quiet because I just think the Minecraft sounds are better. But the setup is we just got our elytras and we decided to fly back home through a cave. And as you can see, it did not end well. So I decided I'm going to go down, save the stuff, everything will be fine. And everything was fine. For a bit. Until long story short, I didn't get all of her stuff, which meant we had to roll back the realm, which is why everything's unwinding because it's all being undone. But that truly felt like a horror movie. It was absolutely terrifying. I showed her the video afterwards and she was like, you were waiting, but I deserved it. But also she felt a bit offended in the moment. The next clip coming up is when we were playing around with the mace and just practicing using it. And I think the sounds are pretty funny. So again, I'm leaving it as is. The rest are just random clips of when we were hanging out. This was probably our most active time on the realm. It's when a lot of us had a lot more free time between school and work and other activities. What's funny about this one is I made the creeper farm go boom later on, and here I'm shaming my friend for doing that. Yikes. Sorry. It's really funny watching these back because it's like, oh yeah, we did do that. That was very brief, but we turned the HOA castle into the Eye of Sauron because it looked like Orthanc. No, not Orthanc, Barad-dûr. Mix the two up. Mixed up the two towers. Now I don't know what this is. Again, we had way too much free time on our hands. But we're listening to my favorite music disc, so I don't mind. Basically, I was commissioned to make the record play when you walked in the door. So that's what I'm doing here. I knew you needed a comparator, a book, and then a calibrated skulk sensor. Other than that, I knew nothing. I just messed around until it worked. That's my theory with a lot of life. I really don't know what I'm doing here. If I had to recreate this now, it'd take a while. See, now why do I have a repeater? I must have looked this up. I don't remember this. Yeah. I think I learned part of it, then looked up the rest. I had to. I don't think I'm that good with redstone. And bedrock redstone particularly, since I mostly played Java up until the last year or two. What's interesting about these recordings is I'm in a skin that I made myself, and I really like it. The problem is, because I made it myself, Bedrock censors skins, and unless they're from the character creator or some you buy it off the store, it doesn't show up for anybody. So for everybody else, I'm one of the other characters, mostly Steve from what I've seen from their screens. So then I eventually switched to one of the other model characters just so that I'd look a little more interesting on other people's screens. Now I didn't care what I... Oh, that's why I put down a repeater. I had to make the music this part. That makes sense. No. Yeah. I might have actually done this myself. Fascinating. I'm learning new things about what I did. Now I think I calibrated it to be jumping, or maybe it was sprinting. I don't remember. I did have to look up the page number because I don't have that memorized. I'm not ever gonna have that memorized probably. I do want to learn redstone someday. I don't think I want to learn bedrock redstone. I know there's a difference, but I don't know what. And if you're wondering why I went so far away to get blocks, it's because this entire area is a building project. Get slightly annoyed there. Okay, and now I can switch it to a more common number. And the music plays. So I'm just going to be standing around making sure it loops, so I can't get too far away. I'm also testing out the distance. That's something that annoys me a little bit about Bedrock, is when you kill the slime, well, it could just be my lag, that you just get hit before the slimes even appear, or they just spawn on your face instead of where the slime actually was. Yeah, overall, in terms of like personal progress, I didn't make a whole lot of headway, but I enjoyed hanging out with friends. I mean, that's the real goal of this, is just, it's a way to connect with friends even though we're really far away from each other, maybe geographically. I'm trying to even think what time of year it was. I think this was recorded in April or March. Not sure, but it's obviously been a while since I'm now recording the end of October. The song should be looping soon, but I've still gotta wait. This is honestly a really impressive cave system. I've definitely stolen resources from here before she claimed it as a project. She was the only one being productive. The rest of us were just running around, making silly little contraptions. Just touring her ballroom. Very nice, very nice. My computer cannot handle the electrifying. It works great for me, but for recording, nope.